Just wanted to talk about astrology, I suppose. There's a lot that's aspecting me personally, and I'm doing pretty good with the Neptune that's going backwards now for everybody on this day, the second. But I'm going to be putting this on the new moon. The Neptune going backwards is very significant for us all because it kind of takes the mirror image out of the full cup of the Piscean issues that we're kind of hashing over. Sorry, I put my glasses on there. And it has to do with everything that we are, like, what are the fairy tales about? Like, what is the stories about? And now it's not such a, like a shiny mirror, like a mirage. It's, now we are kind of getting an understanding similar to very much everything what I'm working on lately. I come up to a zenith, kind of like, this is obvious that, see, there's two types of people on this planet. Now, I can very well be talking about men and women, and they have like a natural order and way about them. See that perhaps whatever created them created this very scientifically. How that it would start evolving and living. See, because there's a problem with a lot of things, right? There's so much imbalance, right? And even the organism itself. I mean, it's just, you're supposed to believe that you come pre-designed with disease, and that oh no, well, because they had alcoholism in the past, you're prone to the alcoholism. No, you're not. But if you say that enough, right? I mean, but no, you're being. If they get rid of the alcohol, you won't be prone to that anymore. Just stop making things fun to do that aren't really fun to do. Anyway, sorry, I'm looking at this like I have a Mars square my moon, and then I have Mercury square my Mercury, and then I have Sun square my Mars, and then I have the moon square my moon, and then I have Venus conjunct my Saturn, and I have Jupiter squaring my Jupiter. It's like Saturn was trying my Saturn. But I have all of these mainly kind of negative aspects that I've been doing pretty good in, but then I just had an emotional bout. But really, I worked something out with my shadow with somebody that I was being close with, and shouldn't let anybody in on that. But really, that's what we are going through with the Cancerian planets. Don't disallow yourself to feel very deeply things. That, because that's how we heal. Otherwise, did you get cancer? It's really like, you have to go back to cancer. What do you mean? Just to feel, people. Don't be afraid to feel. And, uh, some people in our lives are just not, they don't find feeling, and they're not getting any meaning out of things, right? It's big to say that. Like, well, perhaps if you'll find meaning in it if you pay attention to how you feel, right? So I don't know. It just seems like I'm bantering, and because I see how, but see now Mercury, we have Pluto going retrograde today, and see, I don't know about you, but I feel how tired humanity is with just say the mental scape of just upholding beliefs and then making behaviors go on in accordance to a belief when we should deeply uh, figure that no, maybe a natural order of things physically goes on, and then that's what installs us by being with it, not believing it. But now we have knowledge, and what has been attempted with religions that kind of stick out. They are actually trying to tell us the natural order of things. Like when they talk about the Ten Commandments, and these are and command it, baby. You have to command this, like demand. You have to shout it into these people's ear. Thou shalt not commit adultery. You shall not kill. You shall not steal from your brother, your family, or anybody. It's stealing from you. And so, but the truth is, when you become enlightened and a human being, basically, you don't, all of that stuff just doesn't happen. You don't do it. You can't command it. So there's a natural process, though, to becoming human. And I'm suggesting this across the board for the past, boy, I look like crap. I didn't get very much sleep. You see me fluctuating like, now what happened? Well, you can call it solar flares. How are you guys feeling? Yeah. For me, just experiencing these. Well, I had an uncontrollable bout with some kind of botulism, and it's like, see, you can't control those things sometimes, and you can only trace it back and think, well, God, I won't eat that again, and also, I don't even really know, but no, yeah, it's almost like I predicted it. It's like this is a time, you need your guts will be sensitive, your feelings, and thanks for sitting in this particular video with me. It's not the right time to do it. See, it was on the 2nd that I recorded this, but I'm putting this up on the put it up on the 4th of July. How about that? We can talk about this thing that they talk about, independence, and nobody knows what these words are, and but okay, so it's about this constitutional rights. I kind of went into it. It's already 4th of July, huh? Seems like yesterday. It's like, well, we're getting round and round we go. These people that are waving flags, here's what I have to say. That, first of all, you're not acting independently there. That's not your idea. If you did, you would probably make a flag that has your particular brand or idea, like your love, and say, look, I'm independently operating. I love dogs, or I have a dog kennel, or I am a beer maker or a bread maker, and just have a loaf of bread blowing. Hey, thank God for our independence, and I do this and they do that, and we come together. Is there a United States? I mean, what state are we really in? As far as your mental state going there, waving flags, which is by far a declaration of, what I'm saying is it's by far a sign of peace, but rather a declaration of, a soft declaration of forever wars. Like I said, you're not showing any independence there. Otherwise, you'd get your own fucking ideas. You would make actual fire work for you. Right? What do they mean by fireworks? They're fucking joking. You're like, well, fireworks. Otherwise, why do they call it works? Why don't they just call it sparkly things that, or, you see? But fire has worked. What you do is it's going to end up in fire anyway, but once it gets going, put the smoke screen up, fireworks, and then, um, keep using space weaponry to just melt down some cars, and when all the smoke clears, there's your Independence Day, I guess. I don't know what to tell you. Did you figure out anything on your own here, or did you figure out how to clean water? Not independently operating, then you're in dangerous.